not going to get a camera that's like that. By small, but I mean, just by this one. Hi, Mom.
I have a lot of them. I don't feel these
last night in the introductions, and tonight we're going to see them in the buff. And like Tom and me, we made up some great questions for them this afternoon. But before we go any further, I'd like to introduce you my co-MC for this evening, Mr. Tom Stice, a very good friend of mine. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Thank you. I always wonder what it would feel like to be up here wearing bondage pants, and I've got to be honest, it feels like I got to pee. It's with great privilege that I get to share this stage with somebody warm and wonderful who has MC'd for several years. You know him, you love him, and he's looking hot and hunky tonight, Mr. Frank Nowicki. I'm always usually covered up. I said it's the year 2000. Fuck it, let's give him skin. So, tonight, have a lot of fun. We need some high energy out there because you know the louder you scream, the wilder these contestants get. So what we're going to do, we're going to start to introduce them on stage, all 62 of them. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for your contestants for this evening's competition. You don't sound ready to me. Dressing room. Most of them are hot. They're sexy. Contestant number 1, please welcome Rick Sullivan, Mr. Northwoods, 1999, from the Argonauts of Wisconsin, of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Contestant number 2, Mr. Maryland Leather, sponsored by Chorus of Men, making a noticeable difference to man, Rick Gunther. Sponsored by the Eagle, Portland, Oregon, Tony Frazier. Mr. North Atlantic Leather, Jimmy Lee Murray, contestant number 5, sponsored by the Utica Tribes MC, Network, Positive Action Incorporated, from Utica, New York. And our 6th contestant this evening is Mr. 501 Eagle, sponsored by the 501 Eagle Club, Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome, Ken Howland. Contestant number 7, T.C. Haskins, Mr. Triangle from Denver. He's sponsored by the Triangle of Denver, Colorado. Contestant number 8 is Mr. Leather Montreal, sponsored by MC Falco in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Gaten Rovers. Contestant number 10, Mr. South Texas Leather, sponsored by the Archangel, San Antonio, Texas. Welcome, Todd Crushfield. Contestant number 11, Ted Bear Cooner, Mr. Bullet Leather. He's sponsored by the Boulevard of North Hollywood, California. Contestant number 12, Mr. Baltimore Eagle, sponsored by the Baltimore Eagle, Baltimore, Maryland, Buzzy Malinowski. Sponsored by the Atlanta Eagle, Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, Bruce Tidwell. Contestant number 15, Mr. Oklahoma Leather, Terrell Brown. Sponsored by the Tulsa Uniform and Elder Seekers Association. Contestant number 16 is Mr. Leather, Worcester, Michigan. Sponsored by Family Wear, the Brothers Beta Club in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Welcome, John Rossi. Mr. Rocky Mountain Leather. He's sponsored by Thunder in the Mountains of Denver, Colorado. And your 28th contestant is Mr. Kentucky Leather, sponsored by Kentucky Leather Productions of Phoenix and Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome, Thomas Kahn. Please welcome Mr. German Leather, Christian Herman. He's sponsored by Berlin Leather and Fetish from Berlin, Germany. Contestant number 22 is Mr. Michigan Leather, sponsored by the McDougal City Limited Grand Rapids. Welcome, Lee Wheeler.
Yeah!
Contestant number 23 is Earl Thomas.
Yeah! Surprised you didn't get a picture.
Contestant number 24 is Mr. Philadelphia Leather, sponsored by the Bike Stop in Philly. Welcome, Mark Cady. Contestant number 25, Todd Leake, Mr. Minneapolis Eagle. He's sponsored by the Minneapolis Eagle in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Contestant number 25, welcome Mr. Boston Leather, sponsored by CRC Associates in Boston. Welcome, Bob Puppy Petter. Contestant number 27, Mr. Oregon Leather, Frank West. He's sponsored by Blackout Leather Productions of Portland, Oregon. Contestant number 28, Mr. Los Angeles Leather, sponsored by the Los Angeles Leather Coalition. Welcome, Jeff Walker.
They're in a plastic case.
Mr. Stage Shore Leather is Silver Wolf. He's sponsored by the Stage Shore Lounge, the Brotherhood of Bears Incorporated from Dayton, Ohio.
This file protects the others just as
Contestant
you.
number 30 is Mr. Wisconsin Leatherman, sponsored by Wisconsin Leatherman Productions, Milwaukee. Welcome, Tim Pratt.
What are these? They got titles on it, okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
31, Christopher Chapin, Mr. Palm Springs Leather. He's sponsored by Palm Springs Leather, Order of the Desert, Palm Springs, California. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 32, Mr. British Columbia Leather, sponsored by Q2 Productions of Vancouver, British Columbia. Welcome, John Waite. Please welcome contestant number 33, Mr. Daddy's Leather, Rob Esbone. He's sponsored by the Daddy's Leather Bar in San Francisco, California.
There's a discus ball.
Put another one in.
Leatherman, sponsored by GM, SMA, and Pedigo Fetish Leather of New York City, New York. Welcome, Bob Hector. Contestant number 35 is Mark Ingham, Mr. Alameda County Leather. He's sponsored by Alameda County Leather Corp. of the Castro Valley, California. Contestant number 36 is Mr. Heartland Leather, sponsored by Heartland Leather Productions, Tri-State Leather, and Columbus. Welcome, Mike Taylor. Please welcome contestant number 37, Mr. DC Eagle, Gary Vandeventer. He's sponsored by DC Eagle, Washington, D.C. Contestant number 38 is Mr. Ebony Leather, sponsored by Ebony Leather Productions and Kane Berlinger. Welcome, Gary. Your contestant number 39 is Stan Harrell, the Master of Leather for Leather Alternatives, Houston, Texas. Contestant number 40 is Mr. Dixonville Leather, sponsored by the DB Warehouse Complex, the Kansas City Pioneers, a leather shop in Kansas City, Missouri. Welcome, Terry Brown. Please welcome contestant number 41, Mr. Padlock, Anthony Bernays. He's sponsored by the Padlock, Tough Stuff Leatherware of Phoenix, Arizona. Contestant number 42, Santa Clara County, Mr. Leather from Santa Clara County Leather Association, San Jose. Welcome, Ron Grigsby. Please join me in welcoming contestant number 43, Howard Howe. He's Mr. Leather, Ottawa Hall. He's sponsored by the Ottawa the Dallas Eagle of Dallas, Texas. Welcome, Robert Good. Contestant number 45, Mr. Louisiana Leather, Chuck Lance. Contestant number 46, Mr. Leather.
Okay, let's try the other plastic cage.
Contestant number 47, Scott Blue, Mr. Pistons Leather. Sponsored by Pistons, Leather Levi Corporation, Long Beach, California. Contestant number 48, Seattle, Mr. Leather, sponsored by Generic Leather Productions of Washington, Seattle, Washington. Welcome, Charlie Baker. Contestant number 49, Randy Vogel, Mr. SLC Leather, sponsored by Club Blue of Salt Lake City, Utah. And ladies and gentlemen, number 50, contestant of Cell Block, Male High Leatherman, sponsored by Cell Block. Male High Leathers, welcome to Kevin Clancy. Please welcome contestant number 51, Bill Clowns, Mr. The Boots. He's sponsored by the Boots of Amsterdam, the Netherlands.
Don't forget to get some airlight.
Contestant number 52 is Mr. Leather, Colorado, sponsored by High Plain Leathers, Pikes Peak Summit Masters,
Got one of them?
and Colorado Springs. Welcome, Tom Silverman. Contestant number 53, Mr. Dallas Leather, sponsored by the Shades of Grey, Dallas, Texas, Mark Frazier. And ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 54, Mr. Mid-Atlantic Leather, sponsored by the Centaur Motorcycle Club of Washington, D.C. Welcome, Tom Robinson. Contestant number 55, Mr. Missouri Leather, Gary Hummel. He's sponsored by Gateway MC of St. Louis, Missouri. Contestant number 56, welcome Washington State, Mr. Leather, sponsored by WNSLO of Seattle, Washington. Welcome, Chris Sorry. Contestant number 57, Mr. Leatherman Toronto, Esteban de Castro. He's sponsored by Mr. Leatherman Toronto Corporation from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Contestant number 58, Mr. San Diego Leather, sponsored by Mr. San Diego Leather Contest, San Diego, California, Mark Chipman. Please welcome contestant number 59, Mr. Detroit Eagle, David Daniels. He's sponsored by the Detroit Eagle from Detroit, Michigan. Contestant number 60, welcome Mr. San Francisco Leather from San Francisco, California, Titan Media, last year. Contestant number 61, Dwayne Rader, Mr. Ozarks Leather. He's sponsored by Mr. Ozarks Leather, Republic, Missouri. And ladies and gentlemen, our final contestant for this evening's competition, contestant number 62, Mr. Edge Leather from the Edge Bar of San Francisco. having them brought on stage en masse. What we're going to do is we're going to bring each of them back on in groups of 10. They're going to line up on the stage here. I'm going to announce each one of them. They're going to come down here, parade around on the stage for the judges so the judges may see their physique. And then they're going to come back to stage center where they're going to be asked a question that Tom and me put together this afternoon. Remember, these questions were formulated from their applications, basically in the hobby area. We had a lot of fun with their applications. Some of these guys had some real fun things in there. But really, it's a lot of fun. A lot of people get the wrong idea. Tonight is really about their personality. The physique part is great, but what these judges are looking for is to see how they can act on stage when they're out here with nothing on, because it's very important, because as even our current IML can tell you, a lot of times you're up on stage with hardly anything on, Bruce, and you gotta talk, right? You remember Louisiana, don't you? And speaking about Bruce, see how much fun that was? Tonight, after this is over with, at 11 o'clock this evening in the Florentine Room at the Congress Hotel, we're going to have a fun little roast for Mr. Chopnik, and you're all invited. It's open to everyone. There's going to be cocktails there, beer, of course beer. We know what kind of beer too, don't we, Bruce? Of course, our favorite beer. It'll be there tonight. Really, we're going to have a lot of fun there. A couple of the IMLs are going to be there. We're going to roast Bruce good. So tonight, at 11 o'clock, we're going to be having a roast for our international Mr. Leather of 1999, Bruce Chopnik. Let's give him a nice round of applause. He did such a great job.
And you guys just thought by looking at the contestants that they were kinky. Wait till you hear some of their hobbies. At this time, we'd like to bring back the first 10 contestants for you to observe and see them in their personality, if they will come back out. And then we'll start with contestant number 1. At this time, as we're reading their height, weight, bio a little bit to you, they'll walk down to the front of the stage, then come back over to me, and we'll start reading their contestants, their questions. Please welcome contestant number 1, Rick Sullivan. His hobbies include rehab of old homes, singing, community involvement, sir and boy relationships, and skills and special interests would include nipple play and cock and ball torture. Rick, since you're a bartender at TGI Fridays, give us a recipe for a special boy burger, and how would you top it?
Alright. Well, I want it rare, of course, and let me have a little cheese on there when I pull back on the foreskin. And then I want to put it on some buns and throw some sesame seed on that and bury my face in it. Thank you.
The answer to this contestant number 1, Rick Sullivan. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome contestant number 2, Bob Gunther. Mr. Maryland Leather. Come on, let's give him a nice round of applause. It's not easy to get out on this stage. Bob is 5'9" inches tall. He's 150 pounds. He has strawberry blonde hair and blue eyes. His hobbies include history, especially the history of the leather community. Bob's also into square dancing and science fiction.
Whoa! Square dancing.
Okay, Bob, since you're very into history, which we all know, in the annals of leather history that you would write, how would Mr. Marcus go down?
Probably not the way you think.
I think he's might be the one who which is
In the research that I've been doing recently for the title holder database for the Leather Archives, I discovered that Mr. Marcus has a very important role in what we are doing tonight. Because as the manager of the boot camp in San Francisco, in 1971, he staged the first leather title contest.
Thank you. That was contestant number 2, Bob Gunther.
see if you can get one of
To be published in
each
2001 or 2002.
Already missed
It's
the
on
first
love
three.
and
Oh, wow.
forgiveness, the next step in healing AIDS.
Better on the stage.
He's an avid
Okay,
cyclist.
try to get one of
He
each.
enjoys weightlifting, kayaking, canoeing, and yoga. Steve's 5'9", 185 pounds. He has brown hair and hazel eyes. And your question is, as an author of a self-help book and a leather title holder, give us 3 steps to having a great time at IML.
Let go, baby, and just let it all hang out.
Thank you. We'd like to see contestant number 3 let it all hang out. That is contestant number 3, Steve Duvall.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our 4th contestant for this evening's competition, please welcome Tony Frazier. Tony is Mr. POPDS. His height is 67 centimeters. He weighs 176 pounds. He has black hair and dark brown eyes. Tony's hobbies include fishing, traveling. He's into weightlifting, obviously, hunting, volleyball. He likes to wrestle. He also likes computers and cruising. Okay. All right, Tony. Tony, since you're into fishing, Tony, we see you're into fishing and cruising. What bait do you use at the IML Congress lobby to reel the big ones in? Let me just turn around and show you. Sewing and gardening. His interests include computers, family, and friends. His skills include you sketch a picture and I will make it. I love to sew and I'm great with power tools. Jimmy Lee, since we can all see that you're into sewing and power tools, designed a dress using both sewing and power tools for our current IMSL, Pam Myers.
I love you just the way you are. Just what you have is fine enough for me. I wouldn't change a thing.
Well, Pam, you're going to have to stand up so we can all see it. That was contestant number 5, Jimmy Lee Murray. Okay, let's go with contestant number 6, Ken Howland, Mr. 501 Eagle. Come on, let's give a nice round of applause. Ken is 5 foot 10 inches tall and weighs 170 pounds. Ken has dark brown hair and gray eyes. His hobbies include nudism, photography, all types of music. He's a performer, an actor, and a singer. Okay. Wow. So you're into nudism and singing. If someone were to portray you on stage in the nude, what song would they sing? Now and forever I will be your man. Thank you. Thank you. That's contestant number 6, Ken Howard. Your contestant number 7 for this evening is T.C. Haskins. He's Mr. Triangle Leather. He's 5'10", 170 pounds. He has brown hair and blue eyes. His hobby and special interests include leather crafts, horror special effects makeup, running pool tournaments, painting, drawing, traveling, and auctioning off my TLC bears for charities. TC, you put horror and special effects in your hobbies. If we walked into your room during an IML play party, would we find more horror or special effects?
You definitely find more special effects in my room.
Alrighty, that's contestant number 7, T.C. Haskins. Okay, contestant number 8, welcome, Gaten Roberge. Gaten is Mr. inspector, and his hobbies include bodybuilding, motorbiking with chaps, bare chest, and tattoos. He likes renovating houses in the nude. Okay. Right. He says with boots on though, but nothing much else. Okay, you're a meat inspector, huh? Describe the 2 best cuts of man meat in Montreal.
Say around the world, hot and big.
That's contestant number 8, Gaten Robert. Just give Gaten a nice round of applause.
Please welcome contestant number 9, Douglas Better. He's Mr. Fault Line Leather, sponsored by the Fault Line of Los Angeles, California. He's 5'9", he weighs 165 pounds. He has brown hair and blue-green eyes. His hobbies and skills include being a real daddy and raising his 16-year-old daughter, choral and music, choir singing, and lady congregational singing. Serving as a temporary judge for Los Angeles County Small Claims and Small Claims Appeals Court, sling design and construction for condos and apartments, United States Marine Corps regulation uniforms, in honor of his father. Since you have experience being a small claims judge, what's the difference between a small claim and a big claim here at IML?
A small claim is what is no longer going to be on Paramount if Procter & Gamble and the rest of you folks get out there and get her off the air. And a big claim is what we're all going to do right after the contest, when I don't have to stop avoiding the sex.
Thank you. That was contestant number 9, Doug Bedard. And our final contestant from our first group, welcome contestant number 10, Todd Crutchfield, Mr. South Texas Leather. Todd is 6 foot tall, he's 175 pounds, he has blonde hair and blue eyes. His hobbies are cooking, he loves to clean, traveling, and men. Some of the skills, he says he has a strong leadership, dedication, and strong written and verbal communication skills. Okay, Todd. You listed as one of your hobbies, you like to clean, cleaning house. Since you stay here, what does housekeeping have to clean in your room?
A lot of lube off the floor. Thank you.
Okay, that was contestant number 10, Todd Crutchfield. Let's give a nice round of applause for our first group of 10 contestants.
This time we'd like for all the contestants to turn around. See some of your assets. Thank you, contestants 1 through 10. Thank you, gentlemen.
Let's give a nice round.
Let's welcome contestant number 11, Ted Keener. He goes by the nickname of Ted Bear. He's Mr. Bullet Leather 2000, sponsored by the Bullet Bar of Northern Hollywood, California. He's 5'10", 170 pounds. He has blue eyes and reddish-brown hair. His hobbies include all aspects of music, poetry, camping, computers, physical fitness, and photography. Ted, you're the owner of Ted Bear Karaoke. Give us a karaoke song that describes your best physical assets.
The only thing come to mind is Dirty White Boys. That's not an asset.
Good answer, that is contestant number 11, Ted Bear Keener.
Okay, contestant number 12, welcome Mr. Baltimore Eagle Buzzy Melanowski. Okay, Buzzy is 5 foot 10 inches tall. He weighs 215 pounds. His hair is brown and his eye color is hazel. He's a member of command in the state of Baltimore, Maryland. And under the hobbies list, Buzzy says he raises tropical birds. have perch in your back pocket?
Well, since both my birds are gray, I guess it would be gray.
Okay. That was contestant number 12, Buzzy Malinowski. Contestant number 13 is Joe Hornet. He comes to us from Dublin, Ireland. He's 6 feet tall. He weighs 220 pounds. He has brown eyes and red hair. He says his hobbies are his Harley, photography, hill walking, community development, leather, rubber, leadership, and communications. Your question is, you're from Ireland. What would you do with 3 leprechauns in a dungeon?
I'd tie one up, and I'd make the other one lick my boots, and I guess I'd flog the third.
Let's get contestant number 13, Joe Harney from Dublin, Ireland. Contestant number 14, welcome, Mr. Bruce Tidwell, Mr. Atlanta Eagle. Bruce is 5 foot 8 inches tall. He weighs 130 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He's into art design, bootblacking, writing, gay spirituality, and collecting first edition gay fiction. He also is into custom leather design, and he works at Foreskins Leather. Okay, Bruce. So we understand you work for Foreskins Leather. What outfit would you design if you had 20 foreskins?
Well, I think I'd start out by rubbing them and then they'd turn into 48 would have a lot more to work with.
That's contestant number 14, Bruce Tidwell, Mr. Atlanta Eagle. Contestant number 15 is Terrell Brown. He's Mr. Oklahoma Leather. He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's 5'3". He weighs 145 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. He's a teacher. His hobbies and special interests include he has a daughter and he's married to his submissive Melissa. He's also completing his master's thesis. He enjoys reading history and collecting music, especially limited edition CDs and vinyl. You said you were a teacher. And if you had a bad boy in your class or girl, what kind of corporal punishment would you administer?
Psychological corporate punishment. The reason why is I would like to get into their mind first before I bend them over. Thank you.
That's contestant number 15, Terrell Brown. And ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 16, welcome John Rossi, Mr. Leather, Western Michigan. Come on, let's give him a nice round of applause. Oh, especially now. John is 5'10" tall. He weighs 180 pounds. Red hair and blue eyes. His hobbies include he's an artist. He likes to work in medium, oil, and woodworking, canvas, mixed media. His skills, he says he loves to build. He's into carpentry, electrical, and he definitely likes plumbing. Okay, John, you're a plumber. So what device best describes your roto-rooter?
It's electric.
Okay, let's get contestant number 16, John Rossi. Join me in welcoming contestant number 17, Peter Wallace. Peter's from Oslo, Norway. He's 10'6". He's 205 pounds. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. He's a restaurant manager. His hobbies include telemarketing, seeing the mountains, and playing volleyball. At night, he likes bondage, rubber, spanking, and hot sex. good food, and relaxing with a cigar. Contestant number 17. What dish would you cook up for me to meet the judges?
I think we need some more beer and some more snacks. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is contestant number 17, Peter Lawrence. Okay, contestant number 18, welcome David G. Mr. Iowa Leather. David is 5'10" inches tall, weighs 160 pounds, he has brown hair and blue eyes. His hobbies include gardening, computers, musical collecting, designing, choreography of leather fantasies for shows. Okay, he's a student. I know, he's a student of computer web design, graphics, and photography. Okay, you're also a member of the Corn Hollows Leather Levi Club. So because of that, you've got 3 ears of corn and 2 contestants. What would you choreograph? 3 ears of corn and 2 contestants. What would you choreograph? It says you're a choreographer. What would you choreograph?
I have lousy
What would you
hair.
choreograph?
I'm hopelessly left-handed. I have really lousy hair. What would I photograph?
How would you place it?
Oh, it wouldn't be very pretty. I can tell you that right now.
Well, this crowd's fun. I'm sure they'd like to know. Right? Want to know what these 2 contestants in 3 years of corn would do?
Well, I would probably see how many corn cobs I could stick in places that, like, corn cobs really shouldn't be stuck. And make sure when they came out, they had at least most of the kernels left.
Good answer. Contestant number 18, David G. Please welcome contestant number 19, Timothy Creekmore. He's Rocky Mountain Mr. Leather, sponsored by Thunder in the Mountains. Tim is 5'11", 190 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. His hobbies include Celtic history, philosophy, the ocean, and erotic mysticism. Tim, you're into the ocean and erotic mysticism. Describe an erotic scene at the beach.
I expect I can't do 50-50 or phone a friend.
Would you like to poll the audience?
I think basically it's a group of really hot men with really hot butts going that way in front of me.
Thank you. Great answer. That was contestant number 19, Tim Creekmore. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, our last contestant for this second group. Welcome contestant number 20, Thomas Kahn, Mr. Kentucky Leather. Thomas is 5'8" inches tall, weighs 160 pounds. He has blonde hair, he has green eyes. He's a manager of Lexington's oldest business, a cigar store. Okay. He likes to work on leather, making and designing leather, chain, and other items. He's also into working out and learning and understanding more about the leather world. Okay, Thomas, since you're working at a cigar store, if Monica Lewinsky came into your store, what size cigar, what type of cigar would you sell her?
She would want the King cigar, it's a 66 ring gauge and a 10-inch.
Okay. That's contestant number 20, Thomas Kahn. And let's get a nice round of applause for our second group of contestants. And once again, gentlemen, compulsory turnaround. There we have it. There we go. Thank you, gentlemen. With contestant number 21. His hobbies include computers, English, friends and friendship, disco, the leather scene, motorbiking, music, science fiction and fantasy. He likes to read and to write. He likes sex and theater of any kind. Your question is, some of your hobbies are sex, science fiction, and fantasy. Has your sex at IML been more science fiction or fantasy?
It has been real, it has been very real, and there was no science fiction, there was no fantasy in it.
That's contestant number 21, Mr. German Leather, Christian Herman.
Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 22, welcome Lee Wheeler, Mr. Michigan Leather. Lee is 5'9" inches tall, he weighs 155 pounds. Lee has brown hair and hazel eyes. He works at a gourmet retail store in Sagatuck, Michigan. He's into flying, travel, horseback riding, graphic design, going to the beach. He likes tennis, music, cooking, and swimming. Okay, Lee. Your question is, we got this off of here, so you run a gourmet shop. Concoct for us a gourmet delight for your next sex scene.
Well, we're gonna get a lemon squeezer in there first. And we're gonna get out some lemon curd and probably a couple spreaders. We just go from there.
That's contestant number 22, Lee Wheeler. Thank you, Lee.
Contestant number 23 is Earl Thomas. He's 6'2". He's 215 pounds. He has shaved hair and brown eyes. His hobbies include golf, grilling, baking, health and fitness,
Oh, do I have no battery? No.
shooting pool, collecting cigar boxes, and learning home improvements. This is contestant number 23, Earl Thomas.
Okay, turn it off. And
So, what's more important, the size of the cigar or the contents of the box?
Checking you out right now. I like a total package. The side and the contents of the box.
All right, that's contestant number 23, Mr. 7-foot Eagle, Earl Thomas.
Contestant number 24, welcome Mr. Philadelphia Leather, Mark Cady. Mark is 5'11" inches tall, he's 165 pounds.
do me a favor.
He has red hair and blue eyes.
When they come out after they're all on stage, take one
He's
picture
into
of them,
singing,
turn it off,
swimming.
wait till they turn
Mark likes to
around,
work out. He's also into
show their
biking.
ass and take a picture, and let's see how long the battery will
So,
last.
Mark, you're an advertising sales manager. Write us an ad for the Congress lobby during IML.
Well, the first thing that would be on there is certainly that it's Memorial Day weekend, and happy Memorial Day weekend to all the veterans in the audience. The other thing that I think is very important to say is that keep the children and the families out of the lobby.
That's contestant number 24, Mark Cady.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome contestant number 25, Todd Lee. He's Mr. Minneapolis Eagle. He's 5'10", 170 pounds. He has dark brown hair and dark brown eyes. His hobbies include traveling, meeting other leathermen, composing and recording music, and writing. He believes in unity through leather identity. This is contestant number 25. Among your hobbies are music and composing. Compose a song for us, and what would the title that describes your experience at IML be?
Well, keep in mind this is a house piece. It'd be Bend Over Boy, Let Me Pump It.
We like that answer. Contestant number 25, Todd Lee.
Contestant number 26,
26, welcome Bob, Puppy Peter. Bob is 5'9" tall. He weighs 160 pounds. He has dark brown hair and dark brown eyes. He's an event marketing specialist. His hobbies include motorcycle riding and sailboating. He likes celebrating his sexual identity as a Leatherman. And he loves creating events and developing sponsorships. Okay. All right, Bob. Since you're an event marketing specialist, what scene would you market in your room after the contest?
I probably would go back to a childhood fantasy and invite a lot of other friends to come play with my toys.
Okay. I like people to play with toys. Contestant number 26, Bob Cutter.
Contestant number 27 is Craig West. Craig is Mr. Oregon Leather from Portland, Oregon. He's 6 feet tall. He weighs 205 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He's a father of 2. He's an ex-Mormon missionary, and he is living proof that heterosexuality can be cured. Craig, as an ex-Mormon missionary and a father of 2, what positions have you gotten into since finding your cure from heterosexuality?
Well, the one that comes to mind is my 3-year-old daughter walking in on me while I was changing into my harness to go to the Eagle. And as a parent, you learn to let children draw their own conclusions and don't freak out for them. So I paused for a moment. She rubbed the sleep out of her eyes and said, "Oh, Daddy, it's beautiful."
Extremely well-adjusted or require love therapy in 10 years. Thank you. That's contestant number 27, Craig West, Mr. Oregon Leather. Okay, contestant number 28, Mr. Los Angeles Leather. Welcome, Jeff Waka. Jeff is 5'11" tall. He weighs 185 pounds. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. He's into motorcycling, gardening, movies, music, road trips, and Jeff says he loves spending time with his dogs. Okay, good cool. It says you love spending time with dogs, huh? Okay, what dog best describes you in bed?
Wherever you are, I'm at the Hyatt, room 320. I'd have to be a bulldog because I'm one of these guys when I see something I like, I go after it, I grab it, and I hang on to it. Ask Gary. Thanks.
That's contestant number 28, Jeff Waka. Contestant number 29 is Silver Wolf. He's Mr. Stage Door Leather. He's from Dayton, Ohio. He's 5'11", 170 pounds. His hair color is silver and his eyes are green. His hobbies include gardening, landscaping, remodeling homes, volunteer for charities, including the Children's Services, support for homeless organization. He likes camping, hiking, traveling, and supporting quality of life issues. This is contestant number 29. You're sponsored by the Stage Door, so what happens in your dungeon when the stage door is closed?
Well, we just move it down into the basement and put that sling on up and get them all out there.
That works. It's contestant number 29, Silver Wolf. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 30, welcome Tim Kraft, Mr. Wisconsin Leatherman. Tim is 6'1", weighs 170 pounds. He has brown hair and blue eyes. He's into weightlifting, web pages, early 20th century Russian paintings and music, and he says he has very nimble hands for fisting. Ooh, yeah! Okay. Well, we see you're into weightlifting, Tim, and it says you have very
nimble hands for fisting. So what exercises do you do to keep those hands so nimble?
Well, this is very simple. Fortunately, my boyfriend helps me quite a bit in this case. He usually finds either the regular Crisco or the butter flavor, and then massages my fingers first, and then we do our exercises, and we repeat over and over. You do at least 5 or 6 sets, it's probably best. But
Okay, thank you. That's contestant number 30, Tim Pratt. Let's give our third group of contestants a nice round of applause. And gentlemen, if you'll turn around for the audience. Turn around. There we go. Thank you, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 31 is Chris Chapin. He's Mr. Palm Springs Leather. He's from Palm Springs, California. He's 5 feet 10. He weighs 160 pounds. His hair color is bald. He has blue eyes. His hobbies include going to the gym, computers, and travel. He believes in bringing it all together. You're currently Mr. Palm Springs. But we noticed on your application that you had also been Mr. Tool Shed. What kind of tools will we find in your shed?
Well, in my shed I generally keep a pick, so I know when I'm picking. Some rope, so I know I'm tying. A harness, so I can get back into it afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you. That's contestant number 31, Mr. Palm Springs Leather, Chris Chapin. Okay, contestant number 32, Mr. British Columbia Leather. Welcome, John Late. John is 5 foot 8 inches tall. He weighs 175 pounds. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. His hobbies and special interests, John says he's into anything wet or sticky, like stamp collecting, lifeguarding, loves springboard diving, scuba diving, water polo, and photography. Okay, John. You list you're into anything wet or sticky as your hobbies. Describe your best wet and sticky scene in IML this weekend.
My goodness. Walked into the washroom right after the Canadian party. Had to take a leak. It was pretty wet in there. Had a little trouble peeing, but found a way. That's it.
Okay, that's contestant number 32, John Lake.
Your contestant number 33 is Robert Ismond. He's Mr. Daddy's Leather of 2000. He's from San Francisco, California. He's 6 feet tall. He weighs 175 pounds. His hair is brown and his eyes are blue. His hobbies include the deaf culture, motorcycles, the Imperial Court System, computer games, and the internet.
Yeah.
Rob, you're into computer games and you're Mr. Daddies. Tell me the name of a computer game that's great for daddies.
Come here, little boy.
Simple and to the point, that's contestant number 33, Robert Esmond.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 33rd contestant, welcome, Bob Hancock, Gotham Leatherman, New York City, New York. Bob is 6 feet tall. He weighs 190 pounds. He has brown hair and gray eyes, he says. His hobbies include travel, music, theater, and languages. He said he spent 14 years in Europe. He speaks 4 of those languages. He's performed with symphony orchestra. He loves to scuba dive, and he says he loves to tie up and beat on willing bottoms and set design on occasion just for fun. Okay, Bob, so you're into set design and tying up willing bottoms and beating them. Design the set for your willing bottoms.
I would design big dungeon and castle where I could torture them.
What would be in that castle?
All kinds of hideous torture devices, like racks and whips, chains.
Okay, that's contestant number 34, Bob Hancock. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming contestant number 35, Mark Ingo. He's Mr. Alameda County Leather. He's 5'9". He weighs 150 pounds.
You have me the radio.
He has brown hair and hazel eyes. His hobbies include gourmet cooking and wine, country and western dancing, travel, politics, motorcycles, leathers, computer system support, accounting, and writing.
Thank you.
And under all three categories, he likes great sex. You're into gourmet cooking and great sex. Give us the recipe for great sex at IML.
Chocolate sauce in my tongue.
That's contestant number 35, Mark Ingo. Contestant number 46, welcome Mr. Heartland Leather, Mike Taylor. Mike is 6 feet tall. He's 220 pounds. He has dark brown hair and blue eyes. He's in charge of developing and launching new businesses specifically focused on men. Some of Mike's hobbies include landscaping. Mike's also into writing, cooking. He's also into weightlifting, and he likes biking. Okay, Mike, since you're a marketing specialist in charge of launching new businesses for men, what business would you like to launch after your experience at IML this weekend?
Well, I would have loved to have the oil franchise in the back room here. But I think I'd like to continue with all the learning that we've had, all the insights, and compile that in a book. And then I'd like to retire and have the oil franchise.
Okay, thank you. Let's get to number 36, Mike. Contestant number 37 is Gary Vandeventer. He's Mr. DC Eagle 2000, sponsored by the DC Eagle of Washington, D.C. He's 5'10". He weighs 180 pounds. He has shaved head and hazel eyes. His hobbies include musical theater, producing, directing, composing, vocals, and keyboard, working out, boots, traveling, nude camping, attending leather and bear runs, and sex in the woods. He also likes science fiction. Gary, you're into nude camping and sex in the woods. Where would you like to travel and who would you take with you?
Well, I'd like to take every one of these contestants with me, that's for sure. Especially this Ted up here. You don't know what it's like having to follow some of these butts up here. And if any of you have ever been to hillside campgrounds, you know that's where I gotta go. So, hey.
And thank you, contestant number 37, Gary Vandeventer, Mr. DC Eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming contestant number 38, Eric Robinson.
Yeah!
He's Mr. Leather, 1999. He comes to us from Detroit, Michigan. He's 6'3". He weighs 200 pounds. He has dark brown hair and brown eyes. His hobbies include collecting Walt Disney movies, boots. He loves boots. He breeds cockers and has two named Andy and Candy. And he likes cooking and keeping America clean. He's been in the military for 17 years and loves it. He likes flag dancing and loves gay novels and being on his computer. You collect Walt Disney movies. What character would you describe to tell us about your sexual fantasies?
Well, that can only be one movie, and that's Beauty and the Beast.
Which one?
I don't know if you can see the beauty
Well, those that saw me backstage know about the beast. Let's get to number 38, Mr. Ebony Leather, Eric Robinson.
Okay, contestant number 39, welcome, Master of Leather, Stan Harold from Houston, Texas. Stan is 5 foot 10 inches tall. He weighs 150 pounds. He has red hair and green eyes. He's into rope work, Celtic druid studies, cooking. He's a certified chef, webpage building, glass etching, organizational management skills. He's also in the screensaver building and photo artwork.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. All right, Stan, it says you're into screensaver building. Describe the screensaver that best describes your time here at IML.
That would have to be the personal one I have on my computer right now. Nothing but hot men. That's all IML has shown me. And if you guys were downstairs, it's unbelievable. Naked bodies everywhere. Oil, it's flawless. It would definitely get you off.
Okay, that's contestant number 39, Stan Harold.
Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 40, Terry Brown. He's Mr. Dixie Bell Leather. He's from Kansas City, Kansas. He's 5 feet 10 inches and weighs 185 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He's also very limber. He likes writing and drawing, collecting comic books. He's a former club DJ and former cartoonist for a small paper. And he likes collecting Superman memorabilia. Actually, Superman. That works. He likes internet photography, and he's in boot black at fundraising events. This is contestant number 40, Terry Brown. Terry, since you collect comic books, what comic book hero best describes you in the bedroom?
Say night
In
wind.
the bedroom, gee, there's a lot of them. So I can't really pick a whole group. I would say I'm gonna go back to the one I identify the most with, which is Superboy. Because I'm not quite Superman, but I'm getting there. Let's get to number 40, Terry Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a nice round of applause for the contestants up here. Right? Upholstery. Let's give a nice round of applause. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Let's give them a round of applause. They've been waiting back there. They're fired up. They're ready for you to be fired up. They're handsome and they're hot. So let's bring to the stage, for your viewing pleasure, contestant number 41, Anthony Verdays.
Yeah!
He's Mr. Padlock Leather. He comes to us from Phoenix, Arizona. He's 6 feet tall. He weighs 215 pounds. He has brown hair and hazel eyes. His hobbies include motorcycles, traveling, cooking, learning sign language,
Yeah.
other issues, and inside and out of the gay world. You told us that you were into traveling. So describe the 3 Leathermen that you'd like to take with you on your next hot travel trip, and where would you like to go with them? Well, the first one would have to be Bruce, Mr. L99. Second would be my lover, David. And the third one would have to be Tony Mills, Mr. IML98. And the destination would probably be between here in Chicago and Inferno.
Ooh.
235 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. His hobbies include favorite pastimes of singing along with cooking. My special interests and skills, he says, are speaking from my heart and saying what I believe in. He also says he's very good at fundraising and getting a group excited and inspired. Okay, Ron. He says you're into singing along with your cooking. Give us the main chorus and song that would be your favorite.
Just a little hot summer day, in my kitchen singing something like summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't
He's 170 centimeters and 149 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. His hobbies include swimming, playing bridge, travel, photography, editing newsletters. He likes gay issues and topics, teaching the Chinese language. His skills include strong communication skills and counseling, and raising funds for the Youth Hotline and the Eagle. This is contestant number 43, Mr. Leather Ottawa Hall. So what will be a hot picture from one of your dungeon scenes?
Ladies and gentlemen, I bumped into Frank this morning. I said, Frank, what kind of questions are you going to ask us? Oh, he said, oh, don't worry, the question will be very easy as 1 + 1. Oh, I said, that'll be easy because English is my foreign language. So Mary, I'll let you know that this question is not at all easy. Actually, when I was preparing for this event, my Ottawa brothers sent me emails saying, Howard, shake a leg. I said, shake a leg? As pal? And as the IML was approaching, and they said, Howard, go there, break a leg. Oh, I said, break a leg, and so I could have a pair of Tony Mills legs. But anyway. They sent me another email saying, Howard, you're such a nice Chinese boy. We are pulling your legs. I love taking pictures very much because I think pictures really document what's happening now for the following generation, especially now we have a museum, a leather museum. So what the pictures I have taken for the past Ottawa Gay Parades could become historical pieces of the museum. So that's why I love it. Thank you very much.
Texas Leather. Robert is 5'11" inches tall. He weighs 188 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. His hobbies include model trains. He likes gardening on his balcony. He likes listening to jazz music. His favorite jazz band is the Rippingtons. Okay, you see you're into model trains. Okay, is that the caboose? Describe, if you were going to design an IML leather train, describe the cars in it.
My IML leather train would probably have, the cars on the train would probably have the posters from all the past IMLs and the names of the IML winners on the cars.
Okay, that's contestant number 44, Robert Good, Mr. Texas Leather. Thank you, Robert.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming contestant number 45, Mr. Chuck Lance. He's Mr. Louisiana, from New Orleans, Louisiana. He's 6 feet tall. He weighs 190 pounds. He has brown hair and blue eyes. He likes saltwater fishing, camping, furniture restoration, oriental carpet, home improvement projects, and carpentry. He's a manager of the Phoenix Bar in New Orleans, Louisiana. You like carpentry, so tell us, what kind of dungeon toy would you like to build to share with some of the IML contestants?
Well, we'd have to be a really large cage because it would take a large cage to hold all of us, but I'm sure it would be a really big time, fellas.
Let's get to number 45, Mr. Louisiana Leather, Chuck Lance.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 46, welcome Mr. Leather High, John Paydenberg. As you know, John is from Amsterdam. He's 6 foot 2 inches tall. He weighs 92 kilograms. He has brown hair and blue-gray eyes. He's into fitness and bodybuilding. He's into traveling. He loves decorating store windows, he says. Eating, playing safe, collecting uniforms, and striptease dancing. Okay. We know about the striptease dancing, but you also said you're into decorating store windows. So, how would you decorate the front lobby window of the Congress Hotel for IML week?
I think I'm gonna stand behind the window and maybe I drop my pants down and everything. Maybe two together. Some nice things through the window. What kind of store you want?
It's not a store. We need you to advertise in the front lobby. That's a good idea. No, honey, just you by yourself. Drop your pants. That's all the advertising they need. Let's get to number 46, John Vandenberg.
Contestant number 47 is Scott Blue, Mr. Pistons Leather. He's from Long Beach, California. He's 5 feet 10. He weighs 190 pounds. He has brownish blonde hair and blue eyes. He's a television editor. His hobbies include riding his Harley. He likes weight training, yoga, world and current events, sexual gymnastics, both in and out of leather. Scott, you're in the sexual Olympics, in the gymnastics competition. Tell us about your routine that would get a perfect 10.
My perfect routine would begin with floor exercises and end on the Iron Cross.
Well said, that's contestant number 47, Mr. Pistons Leather, Scott Blue.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 48, please welcome to the stage Seattle, Mr. Leather, Charlie Baker. Charlie is 6 foot tall.
bicycling and swimming. Okay, Charlie, so you like music a lot. Tell us the name of your theme song which best describes your experience at IML this weekend.
Probably the best thing I would say is the impossible dream because it came true for me just being here. Thank you.
Let's contestant number 48, Charlie Baker.
Contestant number 49 is Randy Modal. He's Mr. SLC Leather. He's sponsored by Club Blue. He's from Salt Lake City, Utah. Randy's 5'8", 160 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. His hobby includes leather sex, going to the gym, and leatherworking. He enjoys traveling and speaking for the leather community and fundraisers. This is contestant number 49, Randy Modal. Randy, since you're a bartender, if you had to make a cocktail for Mr. Marcus, what would you call it and what would be in it?
It would have to be something really dirty. It would probably be a dirty, slow, sexy, slow gin. Probably have slow gin in it. A dirty slam up against the wall.
How about you like one of those? This is contestant number 49, Randy Modal.
Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 50, welcome to Cell Block, Malhide Leatherman from here in Chicago, Kevin Clancy. Kevin is 6'1" tall, he weighs 194 pounds, has brown hair and blue eyes. He's into sports, competitive volleyball, softball, travel, working out, politics. He likes the theater, movies, reading, horseback riding, and rough, open, and honest sex with men, and explaining and understanding his deepest desires. Okay. All right, Kevin, so you're into musics. So you're into the theater. Well, what musical best depicts your deepest and darkest desires you're trying to explain to everyone?
Well, I guess I would pick Oklahoma. It involves horses and horse cocks, men in hats and men in leather, and, well, Shirley Jones we can do without, but the rest of it's hot.
We would bring them up, but they're playing in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 51, Ben Clemens. He's Mr. The Boots. He sponsors The Boots. He's from Antwerp, Belgium. He's in Amsterdam. He's 6'2". He's 93 kilograms, which is 205 pounds. His hair color is blonde and he has blue eyes. His hobbies include bodybuilding, motorcycling, sailing, skiing, hiking, swimming, painting, drawing, sculpting, writing, photography, people, and sex. His special interests are interior design, architecture, and modern art. You told us that you like motorcycling. If you were going to go on a ride and take everyone in the audience, where would you take us on your motorcycle and what kind of ride would it be?
It would be a wild ride along the canals, along the dikes. I would end up in a windmill.
Yeah. And the next would like that too. Let's contestant number 51, Ben Clemens.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 52, Mr. Leather, Colorado, Tom Simpleman. Tom is just 3 inches tall. He weighs 220 pounds. He has brown hair and hazel eyes. He's into travel and being out in the gay leather community to help everyone understand who they are. Okay, Tom. Since you're into travel, if you were asked to outline a special leather travel package for our judges, what stops would you include and why?
The leather stop.
What cities would you take them to? What tour?
Chicago. San Francisco, because there's lots of lights and lots of action. And DC.
Thank you. That's contestant number 52, Tom Simpleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring to the stage contestant number 53, Mark Frazier. Mark is Mr. Dallas Leather. He lives in Dallas, Texas. He's 6 feet tall. He weighs 200 pounds. His hair color is black. And his eyes are sexy. His hobbies include watching sporting events, playing softball, running, weight training, swimming, activism, and travel. Mark, since you're a Texas boy where everything is big, tell us what may be included in a Texas hoedown for the entire audience tonight.
We do try to do things big in Texas. So if we were doing a hoedown during IML, we would actually have barbecue. We'd offer free Stetson hats for everybody. Free cowboy boots for everybody. Hot country music. And you know, Frank would get the first invitation because we like big hair in Texas.
Number 54, speaking of, and let's welcome Mr. Mid-Atlantic Leather, Tom Robinson. Tom, 6 feet tall, weighs 180 pounds. He has dark blonde hair and blue eyes. He's into landscape architecture, black and white photography, medieval and Renaissance culture. He also likes to collect clocks and quirky postcards. Frank Lloyd Wright devotee, otherwise interested in boots, gloves, pollution, cork cigars, and toilet paper? Okay, I don't know about that, but okay, quirky postcards, huh? If you had to design a quirky postcard describing your experience here this weekend, what would be on it?
If I had to design a quirky postcard describing my experience, well, just going after Mark Frazier, I think that postcard would have some toilet paper on it because you never know which shit happens, and I'm not gonna go wipe up a spill, I think. I don't know, so I think it would have some toilet paper on it. So.
Okay, that's contestant number 54, Tom Robinson.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome contestant number 55, Gary Hummel. Gary is 5 feet 10 inches tall. He's 175 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He's a manager for Restoration Hardware. His hobbies include weightlifting, cycling, time with his children, restoration work on furniture and buildings, and his main special interest is people, friends, family, and special kids. This is contestant number 55, Gary Hummel. Gary, the hardware store can be one of the kinkiest places to go.
Yeah.
What does Restoration Hardware carry that might be a fun sex toy? Besides you.
Well, I don't know if there's much more after that. Probably, we have a drain snake that looks like a little whip, but it's a little metal whip. It's kind of fun. I like to set it next to the bedsides at the, to display it so people can use it appropriately.
That's contestant number 55, Mr. Missouri Leather, Gary Hummel.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage contestant number 56, Bruce. Sorry, Washington State, Mr. Leather. Bruce is 5 foot 11 inches tall, weighs 175 pounds, he has blonde hair and blue eyes. He's into bicycling, weightlifting, computer publishing, and self-help home repairs.
Oh, how do you
All right, Bruce, it says you're into bicycling, so take us on a cycling tour of your leather fantasies.
First stop would have to be San Francisco. That's where everyone knows where all the hot leather bars are. Pick up heroes, leather guys who are into cycling along with you. And take it from there.
Okay, that's contestant number 56, Bruce. Sorry, Washington State, Mr. Leather. Before we go on, if somebody who's a bad boy or girl out there, their car's parked in a reserved parking place and it's going to get towed. It's GSG 980, an Olympic Geo, and it's gray. So if you have a Geo that's gray, it's JSJ 980. Now you need to move it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome contestant number 57, Mr. Leatherman Toronto. It will be Esteban Castro. He's 5 feet 10 inches. He weighs 180 pounds. He has black hair and piercing blue eyes. His hobbies include anything computer related. He likes the gym, theater, cinema, bicycle riding, webpage design. He likes to play with the Toronto Broadway, London and Sydney, 12 years of experience. He likes good sex, wild sex, dirty sex, and hey, any kind of sex. This is contestant number 57, Mr. Leatherman Toronto. You've got a background in musicals. The musical Esteban has just premiered. Describe the opening act.
Okay, well, musical, I'd like to do a review of some old musicals, and there's so many that I'd like to choose, but the one that springs to mind would be, I'd like to do The King and I. We could have Frank as the Yul Brynner role, but I'm not sure about the hair thing. And then I'd love to get Pam to do, Pam Meyer to do, you know, just to do the Deborah Carr role. I'd love to see what the dress looks like at the end of the night. And then we could have like, you know, 62 of us contestants as their illegitimate children. So I guess we'll do a review along those lines.
Thank you. Pam and Frank's illegitimate children. All contestants for IML. That's contestant number 57, Esteban de Castro.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 58, welcome Mr. San Diego Leather, Mark Shipman. Mark, 61 inches tall, weighs 210 pounds. He has brown hair, which is shaved, and hazel eyes. He's into volleyball, snow skiing, billiards. He likes chess, reading, investing, hiking, camping, and tropical gardening with koi fish. Okay. So we see you're into tropical gardening. Describe your garden of earthly leather delights.
microphone is getting awfully breezy. I'm not sure whether to speak into it or sit on it.
Whoa!